just waiting for the Amazon guy to come. So I just haven't walked around here. What they got here? All kinds of stuff. Oh, I can't walk. It's no fun. Oh, that's... This is all up Bigger Waters, Harbour Town. They're building everything here. I remember when this was nothing 20 years ago. This is a residential resort with a whole bunch. Well, they've got a lot of camper vans in there. And that's where it's going. Australians can maybe afford to live in the back of a home. Nice gardens, of course. Definitely. Well, there's not much here. But Big Black Crows. Great band, Black Crows. Remedy, great song. It's the one I can remember at the moment. All these nice apartment buildings. So today I drew up the Agnostic AI course. Outline, everything looks good. That'll be run at a university in Cambodia. This is all nice. Oh. We got all the water down here. This looks interesting. Got some lucky people living there. Oh, it's very nice to go about in the water like that. It's very pretty. Oh, it doesn't look like the Amazon guy is coming today. The reason is that they have to pack a lot of stuff into their trucks just to break even. I mean, I actually remember one of the Indian guys does it, and he said that it's like if he didn't live in a home with like a 4-bedroom home with 12 other guys, he wouldn't be able to afford to live in Australia. But how does he get the skilled visa for being an Amazon and Uber driver? Like, is that really what they're here for? I thought they were here to build homes and be plumbers, electricians. Anyway, I guess that's just how it is with the Australian Labor Party. Looks very nice. Nice big truck. That's cool. Nice. If I could get paid just to drive 200 kilometers a day in a truck like that, that would be fun. And there we go. She just said, "I'm going now" in Chinese. And then she said, "Thank you." Not sure. Yeah, kitchen's pretty cool. There's my van over there. Wouldn't that be amazing if I could write the AI course, run the AI management and consultancy remotely for Australian businesses? The problem is right now, like what I noticed with a lot of people making AI in Australia. No, number one, they don't make it. It's all made by foreigners, and very disingenuous, because they're there to sell it, and they all do exactly the same thing. Like I've done invoicing, I've done appointments, very dynamic appointments that can where the AI can modify the actual duration. I've done distance, duration, pricing and calculation built into agents, so I can do a lot more. But these people, they say, you know, it's my business, you know, they've got a business making it, but it's actually all made in India. And you can go onto Fiverr and get these people, and they're coming up. There's a lot. It's very problematic at the moment. There's a lot of errors taking place, and probably the biggest error is they don't set time zone to Australia. They keep it based in India. So I get messages every day from people saying my appointment is set like 5 hours too late and things, or 5 hours too early, or 5-6 hours, I can't remember. But it's just crazy. There we go, 5% deposit. So yeah, looks alright. Those slats, they could be made in. We could start a slat company in Cambodia, build them for Australia. They're really good Thai Cambodian teak. Got a message. I wonder what that's all about. So it looks interesting. So I just got to wait for this. Normally they've done it by 2:30, you know. I don't know what's going on. This happens, you know. They just have to load their vans up and just wait, you know. And you don't even know what the van looks like. They're not vans anymore. It's just cars. They're just loaded up with cars. So you never know. It could be one of these. It probably is. May even be this person. That looks all nice. So I might just go back in the car. It's cold. Let's go back to National Storage. Ah, that hurts. It may be this car, who knows? Not that one. No, obviously not. So I might have to, if I end up going to Cambodia, I've got to sell this, or find someone who can rent it off me. Go to Cambodia in France, French. Yeah, so what's going on in Spain, hey? I don't understand it. The liberal West is, it makes no sense what it's doing to its own people. It makes I believe they knew this was going to happen, but here's what I fear now. Does anybody remember the history lessons that should have been learnt with the rise of the Third Reich and the National Socialist Party in Germany? Anybody remember why? Conditions were put on the German people to make them very much hold grievances against Europe. Adolf Hitler comes along and goes, "Oh, I know the problem. The Jews. It's always the Jews. They're, doesn't make any sense. Make it make sense." And it didn't need to make sense. The people found the person who could summarize their grievances, rightly or wrongly. It didn't matter. They were able to hold on to it. So we've just seen in Spain, people in the streets out in the support of the religion of Spain, Christianity. I have one thing I'd like to say. Saudi Arabia is an Islamic nation. If suddenly 50,000 Christians marched down the street and demanded Christianity be only in this part of a town in, say, Jeddah, I would expect the Saudis to rise up and say, "Nope, this ain't going to happen." I would, and they wouldn't allow it to happen anyway. Why is it happening in Western liberal Europe? It makes no sense at all when it gets down to it. I tend to think that Western liberal Europe is bankrupt. It's broken. The money laundering scams, the schemes, it's all taken its toll. It's really ugly. Like it is here in Australia. We have a political party right now in power that just loves throwing money that Australia doesn't have, because we're $1 trillion in debt, around to anybody other than the Australian people. And I believe that they had a choice. They could either confront the economic depression that they've caused and the great stress on the European people, Western liberal European people, and face the consequences of those actions, or create a crisis. And for them, losing political power is much more important than losing your nation state's soul. Wow. They just said, let's import these people. These people will cause the civil war. Then we also have the opportunity to introduce the authoritarian, fascist, police, bureaucratic state. And no one will have freedoms again. Because we will say, look at what the right-wingers did in the streets to the beautiful, innocent, sweet migrants. Lovely darlings that they are. Showing us their wonderful skills and talents in the streets daily. They just have decided, no, we're going to go get them. And it's never, they never go just after the people that perpetrate a crime. They also go after the innocent people. We saw that in COVID, where people wanted to go out and protest against restrictions. We saw Daniel Andrews. He's a demon, that guy. Something was unhinged with him as well. I noticed that. And a lot of the leaders around Australia would literally have the police violently assault Australian citizens. Unbelievable. That's what they want to do in Europe. They're going to finally bring about the complete authoritarian state. Then there will be no freedom. Governments around the world want to be kingmakers, and they are the ones who want to be kings. It's just sad what's happening to beautiful Europe. Spain, a beautiful nation, what they're doing. Anyway, I better leave it at that. Waiting for an Amazon delivery. I was on the way home, but I was just waiting here for it. Taken forever. Guy's probably got 5,000 parcels in the back of his truck to deliver just so he can barely break even. He's probably doing that on a skilled worker visa, because I met somebody who said, yeah, most of the Amazon drivers are on skilled migrant visas. Uber riders, skilled migrant. Sometimes they're on different student visas as well, and they don't go to the colleges because they're owned by Indians now and Chinese people. But they'll still give them the visa as long as they go work. And they have people complete the courses for them. Amazing. Or they give them the answers. Alright, I better go. Bye, good people. Oh, look at my disgusting room. So let's get rid of this thing. Oh, come on. This is the Telesin rechargeable selfie stick. Alright, looks alright. Let's get rid of this. I can't read. Well, look at that. It's a nice size, isn't it? And it comes with some groovy accessories. Well, that's pretty firmly made too. So now, how would you hold? You hold it like that. So what you want to do is get that pretty tight. Yeah. A little bit of movement there, but you got to shake it. You got to really force it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Alright, this should be working now. Got no shirt on. Seems like it's working. So that's all that matters. Yeah, it's... Now, if I go up there, it should show me that it's working. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Why did it just do that? Due to years of legal and illegal immigration and an unwillingness for certain cultures to integrate into traditional British culture. And I suspect it will be the situation here before too long, with the Albanese government bringing record numbers of people in from non-Western. Sadly and predictably, increasing. So that should be working now. Let's have a look. 1, 2. Unpleasant experiences with the explosion of recent illegal immigrants. Exposing himself was turfed off a Hammersmith tube a couple of days ago by horrified passengers. There are many such alarming stories. Yet the reaction from the... Not yet. Okay, it is working. Is it going to turn itself off again? It's a rather sinister inversion of our basic understanding of how the law should work. It's all charged in, okay. Yeah, it turns itself off. Doesn't like it. So if I disconnect that.
Rosie O'Donnell is quite possibly Magda's biggest critic, but today she was forced to issue a groveling public apology after falsely claiming the suspect in the Minnesota school shooting tragedy was MAGA.
Hi everybody, it's Rosie O'Donnell, star of the Flintstones. Listen, I have a cold sore, I know. It happens. Get rubbed down. Anyway, I know a lot of you were very upset about the video I made before I went away for a few days. I didn't go online and haven't seen them till today, but you are right. I did not do my due diligence before I made that emotional statement. And I said things...
Alright, so that's on now. Not a Republican. Yeah, because Republicans don't go around doing this kind of thing. Radical left-wing lunatics. Gonna have some peanuts later. Let's see if this is doing okay. Looks like it is. It's still charging. That looks good. That looks good. Not 100%. Oh, it's very light. So it doesn't look like it's charging. So because it's already at 100, so that's good. But I can play 4K 50. That's good. So it's still on 100, and 50 frames per second because I just want to catch like a little bit more of that speed, you know. I'm gonna get rid of my EOS R7, and then this is with the disconnected. Tell it's in disconnected, so yeah, it works right. Yeah, so this is with the battery out, and yeah, it's recording fine. That's great. 1, 2, 3. It should go off now, and it should just leave that red line on. Oh, that's not bad. I think that's pretty good, actually. I like that, because then at least I know it's on recording. And because it's got this thing, that's alright. That works. And then if I want to use it without that, since it's on, then it turns off, and that's good. Yeah, I like that.
A law professor at Thomas University noted that if the allegations are proven as reported, killing someone and then concealing their body while attempting to flee the country without any apparent remorse could fall under a specific provision of Thailand's criminal code covering